Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is TCG Fam. They just came through the chat right now. They usually make frequent but brief appearances. They dropped a super chat as they came through, and they've done that countless times, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They're now well over 6,000 subscribers, and you know I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond. So they've already long surpassed that. When we look at their About page, we'll get an idea about what they plan to bring for the channel, but I've known them a long time. And as a matter of fact, whether it's videos or live streams, I've seen them take us out to many restaurants for a lot of delicious looking meals, almost in a mukbang style. And then they've got some shorts on their channel as well. They've just started with these, but they got a few that have started to move, which is great. They'll continue to grow as they post more and more. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. This one's got a few more watch minutes than the latest one. I'll put that in a special playlist I use called Catch Up, and that's what I use to keep caught up with creators. Here they are. They live stream frequently. As you can see, I've been with them many times before. Hopefully I'll catch them again soon. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, we always have our notification bell on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other and trying to catch as much content from each other as we possibly can as well. So thank you everybody for being here. I got quite a few names on the wheel already, but I see we've got a busy beginning. Thank you Scratch and PPA, of course, for being here. He's always first in the door and here for every stream and for hours at a time. He's one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my YouTube journey, which is now over 6.5 years. And so he's in the pole position on the wheel. He's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. Now, I've actually, if any of you saw one of his latest shorts videos, I forget which one is which because I just watched a few at once, but I think it's the latest one. And boy, is he ever sharply dressed in that video. So I'll leave it to you to go and check that out. The mother and daughter duo, I met them actually just this week, so thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome along with Open25X. So hopefully anybody that's brand new is feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. I've got quite a few names on the wheel. We always put members on the wheel. As soon as we see them in the chat, I'll start spinning soon. We'll start talking about channels. We expect to be here for about 3 hours. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. And after a long period of time, usually an hour and a half to 2 hours, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. So it is open to everyone, of course. And Angela Critters, good to see you in the house. A longtime friend, Canadian Family Life and their hubby are both here. Controversial Cruising and Butler Family Farm are both on the wheel. Just Jason Keto and more, and Kokomo Joe 13 are also there. Paul's Green Space and Backlash Fisherman are on there. His wife Coastal Water is in the house. And then I see Coffee Walks and whatever. Kermage in Kermage in AK is in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Davis 314 family and Derpy Playground. Good to see you both here. MLY Bird Farm is in the house. And Venom for Life is a long time friend. I think 3 years. Mr. Fulton Mraz is also here. He's been a friend since before Tuber Chat was even a thought, as a matter of fact. And he's always got interesting news for us. He tries out for a lot of those TV shows like, American Idol is what I'm trying to think of, and things like that. So he's always got news for us as he does different things like that. And Angela Critters, forgive me, I didn't realize. So my robot is welcoming you as if this is the first time in a Tuber Chat live stream. But if I'm not mistaken, we've actually known each other for years. I could be mistaken, and it's possible that we connected on my original channel, which is a personal one, and then we haven't yet connected here in Superchat, but it's great to have you here. Marketplace Boutique is in the house. I'm going to put them on the wheel right away because they happen to be a member. We'll get to spinning soon after I finish the introductions here. And Drunken Chef Barbecue's in the house as well. They've got a second channel now, a family vlogging channel, as a matter of fact. The Servant David Show, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for that highlighted milestone message too, by the way. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And if you would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. My goodness, the Servant David Show, who wants to inspire us in a spiritual way, is going to inspire us today with generosity. They've just gifted 5 memberships. That's an incredibly generous thing to do. I certainly appreciate the support myself. I know Mr. Fulton Mraz, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures will appreciate that. They're live right now, as a matter of fact. Neil Collects will be happy to have his membership renewed. Lone Wolf Gaming Jory is here with us regularly, and then Roadhog as well has been a member before, so I'm sure they'll all be excited. Angela Critters, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, we'll put your channel up on the screen right after the Servant David Show. Kokomo Joe 13, thank you for the highlighted milestone message. And Kathy Payne, good to see you in the house as well. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Last thing I was going to mention, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Pardon me, I know I'm just about to miss a channel coming in. Caliking916 is here, and Maciel, I might have pronounced that wrong the other day. Maciel Family Adventures is Drunken Chef Barbecue's new family channel, so it's good to have you here again with both channels. And TCG Fam dropped a super chat before we started, so we put them on the screen. We always put super chatters and gifted memberships on the screen right away in order. We put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and we'll get back to spinning shortly. The Servant David Show, of course, wants to inspire us in a spiritual way, as we can pick up from their name. Oh, and is Mike and Rihanna Adventures already in the house? They were live a minute ago. I was actually on their live stream. They might have, I'm not sure if they finished yet or not. They were doing their Across the Waves. They're actually talking about Bermuda, and I was happy to see that today. I happen to have I worked on a cruise ship that went to Bermuda, and it's just coincidence they were doing that today. Henry Nelson, I think I saw him in there too. Let me get you onto the wheel right now. We'll talk about the Servant David Show in a quick second here. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up, especially when I'm on a phone, and especially because over the last week or so, we've seen changes to the YouTube format, both in the app and in the desktop. So you notice when I put channels on the screen here, they've changed the font, so our categories or our tabs are not going all the way across the screen like they were. You have to be very careful, because as you're clicking around, things have moved. You got that new Google account button there, and it's very easy to accidentally log out if you click all over the place too quickly like I do. So Todd's Club Guitar and Gear Reviews is back in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. When we talk about the Servant David Show, I think they're streaming daily, as a matter of fact. I'm going to have a quick look here, because I've caught them recently. They've got notifications that we can set. We always set notifications for everything that we see, whether they're live streams or premieres, so that we can have the best chance of catching content from creators, even though we have the notification bell on for everybody. As well, we see that this creator, yes, is streaming daily. I caught them just a couple of days ago. Hopefully I'll catch them again. They've got a vibrant audience, and like I said, they'll inspire us in a spiritual way during their live streams as well as their videos. I'm just going to take the latest video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll help me get caught up with them, and then we'll see how their shorts are doing on the channel. Some of these have now gotten into well over 2,000 views, one over 5,300 and one over 17,000, which is great to see. Shorts still have that winning the lottery aspect to them. So thank you again, the Servant David Show, for your gifted memberships. I'm sure all 5 of our recipients will be excited for that, and I'm going to put up Angela Critters next because she dropped a super chat. Now, Angela Critters, I am quite certain I've been friends with them for a long time, and I could be mistaken that we've not yet been connected, or I've connected with them on my other channel. Some of you know I have a personal channel as well, but I see them out supporting other creators all the time. And yes, with 4,500 subscribers, getting close to 4,600, this for sure is a longtime friend. So, now I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream here, but what I'm going to do is dig through your videos, and I'm going to grab your second latest one, your Southern Corn Chowder. I'm going to put this in my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. Then hopefully they have our notification bell on now as well, so they don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here 3, sometimes 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Max Air 420, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And when we look at Angela Critter shorts videos, we see these are doing great. 8,000 for 2 of them, almost 8,000 this one, and one over 12,000, which is great to see. So, as well, I don't want to forget to say hello from our dear friend Michael's Adventures. He is another beloved and dedicated moderator here in the Tuber Chat family. He has been for over 3 years. He's a dear friend of me. All of our moderators are dear friends of each other, but Michael's Adventures will always ask me to remember at some point to say hello, because he is here for every stream that he can be, but his work schedule just prevents him from catching our weekday stream, so we'll likely see him again on Saturday. We expect to stream this week at 10 a.m. Saturday. I might try to push it to 9 a.m. if I can get my act together early enough, and then 9 p.m. on Sunday. So we always mix those things up. Now, hopefully, again, I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I see Anthony J is there. And we'll get to, we just got to spinning the wheel. So Paul's Green Space is up. But thank you again, TCG fam, the Servant David Show, and Angela Critters for your super chats and gifted memberships. I really do appreciate that extra generous support to get us started for today. And now we're looking at a channel that really kind of blew me away when I featured them. It's got to be beyond 6 months ago now, but they're already at 1,300 subscribers. Paul's Green Space is growing over 30 different types of plants, trees, vines, and everything else in their garden. And they're going to give us tips and tricks to help us understand what we can do to grow different things together. What happens when you're doing all the right things and something just won't grow. I'm sure a lot of our homesteading and gardening friends have been there. And how we can replace different things in the garden as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They've got some shorts on the channel. Let's see how these are doing. Paul's Green Space posts fairly frequently. The shorts have gotten now well beyond 5,000 views. He'll be headed towards 6,000 pretty soon. And then Kathy Payne is getting close to a milestone. And Horse Around Farms, good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. The next channel that we're going to look at is an an overwhelmingly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Tuber Chat family. And this week, we're not going to crash right into their time slot because Just Jason Keto and More tends to do live streams every Thursday night at what I believe is 7:30 Eastern. 7:30. So he's got the next one ready to go. I've got my notification on for that now. And what you're going to notice is inspiration right away. Keep on thriving is what Just Jason Keto and More will tell us in the latest update to his banner, which he's been refreshing quite a bit lately, along with his avatar. Never let perfection get in the way of progress. And what he's talking about is healthy eating, healthy living. I think almost everybody can eat a little bit healthier and live a little bit healthier, myself especially and included. When we look at his channel, we're going to find a lot of information when it comes to a keto-based diet or lifestyle. And there are a ton of recipes and product reviews on this channel. So Just Jason Keto is going to help us understand the ingredients that might be confusing when it comes to a lot of packaging we're going to find in the stores that say keto-based this and keto-safe that. I see a lot of chocolate and peanut butter out there, but you have to understand what those ingredients mean so that we can understand what this kind of stuff is doing to our bodies, whether or not we're going to be able to stay in ketosis once we get there. But Just Jason Keto and More and his community can help us understand. So the other thing he does, now he recently went out to a event, a special, almost a festival called Keto Palooza, and he was able to catch some footage out there. And I know a few people were grateful to have that because as I was leaving a comment on his video, I saw somebody saying, thank you, I wasn't able to be there. And they were happy he was able to catch some of the speakers on stage. So I watched one of those the other day. I'm just going to grab the latest video that you've got here. And this is part of the recipe collection. But like I said, lots of product reviews you're going to find. And he brings guests on his channel deliberately as well. So not just going out to these events, but also as interviews. And those can be in videos, which are usually either premiered or in his live streams. And those happen, like I said, every Thursday night. Now, he's got some shorts on the channel, and some of these have done really well. My guess is because some of these are really healthy looking stuff. We see some shorts on the grill do really well, but he's got a couple here at 5,000 and 6,000 views, and one that I've seen over 22,000 views, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto and More. He's got over 1,100 subscribers right now. We'd love to push him towards the 1,200 we know he's thinking about. I did get another channel on the wheel. Marita's Yarn and Crafts is there. I'm going to add Broken Hearts Ministry. These creators are both members, and we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So I'll spin right away. PSN Commanders Network is in the house. That's ProTech Sports Network, and that's a long time friend. Butler Family Farm is coming up right now. ASMR Gems and Diamonds is in the house. Thank you for coming in. And we're going to catch up here in a quick second. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Huga Homestead is in the house as well. Hygge is pronounced Huga, and it means cozy, peaceful home. In Danish, we learned something before we even get into the content on that channel. And hopefully everybody will connect with them. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures should be on the wheel. Yes, thank you, Scratch and PPA. They just picked up a gifted membership. I'm sorry, I've done that to them 100 times. You know, I talked to Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. They reach out frequently, and we're able to have conversations about all things YouTube. They just changed up their channel a little bit, and so I've got that to talk about when they get up onto the screen. But they've been good friends for a long time, so luckily we're all friends here. But I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody, so thank you for your patience again, Mike and Rihanna. ALOT is the second channel from PSN. Let me get their name right for that channel, because he just changed the name. PSN Commanders Network was Protect Sports Network. That's what PSN stands for there. And ALOT, A Life of Tone, is the second channel from that creator. Very much sports focused. Matthew Beniossi VHS, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And your channel hasn't changed much, but that's okay. We're just here to meet each other, and then you'll have more and more friends and family members when you have new content come out. Yellow Shirt Dad is in the house. Good to see you here. Wheaton Shaw is with us regularly. They always make me laugh in the chat, actually. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. ASMR Gems and Diamonds is another new channel. Gabriella, that's Gabriella Smerandaki, I think, right? So thank you for letting us know about that. And I think Gabriella Smerandaki is still a member, as a matter of fact. So I'm going to make sure I get them onto the wheel right away. And then we'll get moving through some more channels right now. I'm going to try to speed things up. So Butler Family Farm brings us 116 acres of homesteading goodness. They do that through farming. And I group a lot of channels together when I talk about the homesteading community. So let's say farming, ranching, gardening, a lot of outdoor activities. Even though a lot of these channels have as much indoor content as they do outdoor content, but they're giving us a lot of life lessons, especially when it comes to the outdoors. We think about growing our own food, raising our own livestock. Butler Family Farm is doing just that. So like I said, 116 acres, and they're streaming frequently now as well. They've been really making themselves a part of the YouTube community by heading out to a lot of meetups and introducing us to a lot of other creators. And then they'll stream on their own, but they've also got some shorts here that are doing very well. They've gotten into 3,000, 4,000, and even beyond 5,000 views here. And then they've got videos that come out frequently. So I'll take the latest one. I know it's only a few seconds, but I'll put it in my catch-up list just to make sure I stay caught up. And you can see the variety and content on the channel. But I'm also going to just read from their About page, because they've got quite a lot going on. This coming March, they'll bring back bees, which were new this year on the farm. They've got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, along with their pets, some cats and dogs. And then, as you can see, they take us out for a lot of adventures, but they might be indoors as well, showing us some farming and homesteading type of content as well. They really get involved in the YouTube community. It's the biggest thing about this channel, and I talk about it all the time, especially with their live streams. Gloria's Platter is in the house, a dear friend of literally getting on years now, and she just passed a milestone. And I don't want to make a mistake, because I just saw at least 2 or 3 different, it's 1 million views, 1 million views on Gloria's Platter's channel. I'm almost certain I'm not making a mistake with that. I saw a lot of milestones come through this week, actually, with those TubeBuddy and vidIQ graphics on Instagram. Kevin Reed, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I mentioned earlier that I talk to Mike and Rihanna's Adventures often. Anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. Kat Lynn is in the house. Good to see you here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. My event list has disappeared. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. I don't know why on earth that happened. There's just a little bit of a hiccup, it looks like, with Streamlabs. That kind of thing happens all the time. Maybe it'll come back after I swap screens around and things. But we're going to go on a break in a second. That's the one thing we have to remember about some of these online services. As much as I believe computers and everything else should be perfect, unfortunately, still today they're not. And then, thank you. Yes, thank you, Gloria's Platter. We crossed 5,000 a few days ago, and it's nice and locked in now. So, we're excited about that as well. And, again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Kevin Reed is brand new. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. If that's what you would like, let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. You'll notice Butler Family Farm is well beyond 2,000 subscribers now. And it looks like they have got that locked in as well. Canadian Family Life and their husband have got 2 channels. They're going to be up in 3.5 minutes.